welcome to the Living Hope Thought for the Day. In today's thought, we're going to take ourselves into the prophecy of Micah. Micah is perhaps best known for the prophecy where he talks about Bethlehem being that tiny little place, but the place from which the Messiah will come forth. It was his prophecy that was looked up by the Pharisees and rulers around King Herod at the time of the visit of the kings. And indeed it is significant. Not only was the ministry of Jesus prophesied, but even the place of his birth had been declared. But the verse that I want to share with you from the book of Micah is chapter 6 and verse 8. We read, "He has shown you, O mortal, what is good. And what does the Lord require of you? To act justly and to love mercy and to walk humbly with your God." There's lots that Micah will have to say, and there's many issues and many different things that he will want to comment upon. He's a true prophet, and he's bringing the word of God into the lives of a people who really do need to hear it. But this, I think, sums up his message. He's saying, look, what does God require of you? You may have all sorts of expectations of him, and you may have some idea of what you think he wants of you. But he's saying, let me spell it out. Let me make it very clear indeed. This is what God requires of you. That you should act justly. In other words, God does require something in terms of our moral life and attitude and our dealings with others. Whatever is going on in your life, we have a responsibility within our society, within our community, to have a reputation of people who are honest, who are trustworthy, who are reliable. So he says to act justly, to love mercy. That again is so important, because we can be so quick to condemn, so quick to judge, so quick to get angry with people who we think are doing wrong things. Very judgmental, very, very quick to dismiss and to be even perhaps destructive sometimes in our comments, very unhelpful. But Micah says, no, you need to be someone who's known to be merciful. That doesn't mean you let people get away with things. It doesn't mean that you turn a blind eye, that you ignore sin. But to show mercy means that you recognize that there is human weakness and that we want people to have the chance to put things right. Mercy is giving an opportunity for people to address their failures and their needs and their problems and their bad attitudes. And therefore we should show mercy. And then the third thing that he says is this. He says, and you need to walk humbly with your God. When we walk humbly with God, that means that we will be attentive to his voice. The proud don't listen to God. The proud stride, they're arrogant, they're almost running through life. They're not really wanting to give much attention to the Lord or anybody else. But the humble are willing to be corrected. The humble are willing to have their faults and their sins pointed out. The humble are willing to accept that God is God and we're not. The humble are willing to seek and receive the grace of God and the mercy of God. The humble put themselves in a place where they are able to receive good things from the living God. The proud are just pushing God away. The humble invite him. Let us humble ourselves before the living God, trusting him to help us. God bless you.